The Pima County real estate market just sent a massive signal. In May, nearly half of all active sellers, 47% of them, cut their asking price. In this Pima County market update, we're breaking down what that actually means for you. Look, I know it's confusing out there. You see national headlines saying the market is slowing down, but then a house down the street from you sells in a weekend with multiple offers. You hear from your friends that it's impossible to find a home, but then you're driving through your own neighborhood and seeing more and more price reduced signs popping up. It's hard to know who or what to believe. The national news doesn't tell the story of what's happening right here in Tucson, Oro Valley, or Marana. So is now a good time to buy? Is it a terrible time to sell? The truth is, the answer is more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Instead of relying on opinions or conflicting stories, let's go directly to the source. We're going to dive deep into the actual data for Pima County single-family homes from the MLS for May 2026. These numbers tell the real story of our local market. I've pulled the 5 key data points that, when you put them together, paint a complete and accurate picture of the market shift we're experiencing right now. So let's get into it. First and foremost is the headline number, price drops. In May, a staggering 47% of all active homes for sale in Pima County had a price reduction. Let that sink in. Nearly half of everyone trying to sell their home had to lower their price to attract a buyer. This is the clearest indicator that the market has shifted away from the frenzy of the last couple of years. During the peak, price drops were rare, maybe 10 to 15% of listings at most. Today, it's the norm. It tells us that sellers who are pricing their homes based on what their neighbor got a year ago, or even further, are being forced to adjust to today's reality. The old strategy of list high and wait for a great offer is officially backfiring. For buyers, this is your green light. It signals that you have leverage. Don't be afraid to make an offer on a home, even if it seems a little overpriced at first. If it's been on the market for 3 or 4 weeks, the data shows there's a very high probability the seller is getting nervous, anxious, and is about to reduce the price anyway. For sellers, this is a critical warning. Your initial list price is the most important decision you'll make. If you price your home correctly from day one, based on today's data and what I have to say, you can avoid becoming part of the statistic. You want to be the home that sells quickly, not the one that chases the market down with weekly price cuts. So, why are all these price drops happening? That brings us to our second key metric, days on market. In May, the median time a home spent on the market before getting an accepted offer was 33 days. The median means half of all homes took longer than a month to sell. Again, context is everything. A year or two ago, this number was closer to 10 or 12 days. Homes are sitting on the market almost 3 times as long as they were during the peak. When a property sits, 2 things happen. Buyer's urgency disappears and seller anxiety kicks in. Buyers start to wonder, what's wrong with it? And sellers start to worry, will my home ever sell? That potent combination is the direct cause of the price cuts we just talked about. For buyers, time is now your greatest ally. You don't have to feel pressured to make a decision in 5 minutes. If a home has been on the market for 30, 40, or even 50 days, don't view it as stale or undesirable. View it as ripe for a good offer. The seller's patience is wearing thin, and they are far more likely to negotiate on price, repairs, and terms. For sellers, this means your golden window is the first 14 to 21 days. That's when you'll have the most excitement and interest from new buyers. If you pass that 3-week mark without significant showing activity or any offers, it's a major red flag that you've missed the mark on price or presentation. And an adjustment is needed immediately. Okay, number 3. This one shows what happens at the closing table. We're talking about the final sales price versus the list price. Of the homes that actually sold in May, the average final sale price was 1.48% below the asking price. This is incredibly important. It means that on top of the 47% of sellers who already dropped their price, buyers were still able to negotiate that price down even further at the end, just a little, But still, on a $500,000 home, a 1.48% is about $7,400. It may not seem like a fortune, but for months and years, we were used to seeing this number be positive, with homes selling over asking. This negative figure confirms that the negotiation power has swung firmly away from sellers and into the hands of buyers. For buyers, use this data. Your offer doesn't have to be full price. In fact, the market average says it won't be. Don't feel like you're lowballing someone by coming in a couple of percentage points below asking, especially if the home has been sitting over 30 days. The data supports your position. For sellers, you need to factor this into your net sheet and your expectations. When you receive an offer that's a bit below your list price, understand that this is the market average right now. It isn't a personal insult. It's a reflection of the current conditions. Being prepared for this reality will help you evaluate offers logically, not emotionally. Data point number 4 is the consequence of ignoring all this information. It's the listing success rate. The most recent data from the MLS shows a 79% listing success rate. On the surface, that sounds pretty good, but what it really means is that 21% or more than 1 in every 5 homes that gets listed for sale fails to sell and is eventually taken off the market. This is the ultimate game over screen for sellers who refuse to adapt. They hold out for a price the market is no longer willing to pay. They ignore the feedback from showings. They let the days on market pile up, and eventually they give up. Their home becomes market worn, and they're often in a worse position than when they started. For sellers, this is your motivation to get it right from the start. Your primary goal is to be in the 79%, not the 21%. And how do you do that? By acknowledging the data on price drops and days on market, and by partnering with an agent who will tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. Okay, and the 5th and final piece of the puzzle that ties this all together, months of supply. Right now, Pima County has exactly 3 months of supply. In simple terms, this means if no new homes came on the market starting today, it would take 3 months to sell every single home currently for sale. Now, by textbook definition, anything under 6 months of supply is still considered a seller's market, but that label is dangerously misleading. The trend is what's most important. For the last 2 years, we were hovering around 1 to 1.5 months of supply. The fact that we have climbed to 3 months shows a consistent, steady increase in inventory and a clear move toward a balanced market. For buyers, this means more choices and less competition. You don't have to decide on a house in 5 minutes after a 15-minute showing. You can actually see a few homes. Go home, sleep on it, and make a thoughtful, logical decision without the fear of a massive bidding war. For sellers, this means you have more competition than you've had in years. Your home needs to stand out. It has to be in excellent condition, staged beautifully, marketed with professional photography and video, and priced correctly. You can no longer just put a sign in the yard and expect top dollar. Navigating a shifting market like this one can be tricky, but it's my job to help you win. If you're a buyer who wants to take advantage of this opportunity and see the best deals currently on the market, I've put together a custom list of Pima County homes that have recently had significant price reductions. It's a fantastic way to see where the opportunities are. Just comment the words price drop below, and I'll send you that list right away. It's that simple. And if you're thinking about selling and want a data-driven valuation to make sure you price your home correctly the first time and avoid all these pitfalls, all my contact information is right there in the description below. Don't guess, know what your home is worth in today's market. And if you found this market update helpful and you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post these detailed updates every single month, so you always know what's really going on in our market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.